first in your relationship, your husband or your children? I'm not going to ask you which one comes first. What I'm going to ask you is, how do you make one not feel like they're less important? And do you have a thought on that at all?
Your husband is supposed to come before your children.
Why do you think that?
Because without him, they couldn't even be here.
Facts.
But you know, like when, you know, I see stuff on the internet, oh, who should you make a plate first for, the husband or the children? I always make a plate first for the husband. Mm-hmm. He's the one that provided, and he was at work all day, so he gets the plate first, and then the children after. He's your soulmate. You know, eventually the children will grow up and move out and have their own husband or wife, so you're stuck with that one, so you have to make sure that he is the
Sucker.
It's just a balance, you know? Just balance.
How do you balance it?
I don't know. I mean, my kids are my everything. Yeah. It is. My kids are my everything. But it's fortunate that everything they're involved, we do it together. Mm-hmm. So they see the support that they have from both of their parents. So that's balancing. You know, you're showing them that they mean everything to you and what they're doing and what they're trying to accomplish, and we're both there to support. So,
but you know, you said earlier that you guys make a point to do something once or twice a week with just the two of
mm-hmm.
you, and I think that's the balance.
Yeah,
I think the kids see that mom and dad take time away from us to be with each other, because I hope this is how they think and how they see this, or maybe they don't see it at a young age, but they'll grow to appreciate it. This is how they show their love for each other, mm-hmm. and how they sustain their relationship.
And I think that's very big. You know, even growing up with me seeing, you know, my mom washing dishes and my dad going behind her to give her a kiss. You know, little things like that you remember. So I'm hoping that the same thing too, when they get older, when they're in a relationship, they're like, oh, my mom and dad used to do that. Maybe I should do that too.
Yeah. I saw something on Instagram that said, have the kind of relationships that your kids think are gross.
Oh, then my relationship is really good.
Yeah, with the cute little pet names, mm-hmm. and the shows of affection and the pats on the butt and all that kind of stuff. I think, was it you who were telling me a story about, yeah, we won't talk about the story. Sorry.
I was like, oh no, not that one.
I just popped in my head, sorry. We'll keep that one for a later episode.
Wow.
So let's talk about Michelle. So Michelle, you are the mother of two beautiful children. Mm-hmm. One is a junior in high school, the other a freshman. Yep. You've got a loving husband. But what about you? How do you take care of you? How do you prioritize me time? Is self-care something that you focus on at all?
I need to get better at that. My self-care. I always put it on the back burner. And it's not because of Glenn or the kids, because they'll always say, oh, I thought you were going to go and do this today. Or Glenn, like, why don't you go get your hair done today? I'm like, I don't have time, you know. So it's me. It's something that I definitely have to work on as far as my nails done, my hair and all that.
Yeah, you need to get your nails done.
I know. They do. I want a pretty color. Well, spring break, so I'll get something pretty.
You know I'm silly. Go ahead.
But, you know, it's just me. It's not nobody else. It's something that I need to work on personally and to get better at taking care of myself.
So, is self-care for you, does that involve others?
I would think so.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. I want to make sure that everyone else is good, and then I focus on me less, which is not always a great thing. Because then I get mad. I'm like, oh, like, you know, you said, oh, I got my nails done yesterday. I was like, oh, damn, that's a nice color. I was like, I need my nails done. But I could have went yesterday. I could have went today.
Yeah.
It's just,
Well, for me, you know, my self-care is, there's multi-layers to it. It could be enjoying a nice glass of wine or a cocktail. Mm-hmm. It could be something that simple, or reading a book, right? But it could also be like, self-care for me was last night. I went out with my girlfriends, mm-hmm. and celebrated one of my friends' birthdays. And I had such a blast, because I haven't really hung out. It's been a while since I've really done anything with mm-hmm. my girlfriends, and so that, for me, that feels like self-care too.
Okay, then I can include that in, because I do that But I need to
Okay.
get better with that too, because like we just went out last week.
This
right?
week.
This week. See? And I had
And
a great
it's been-
time.
yeah.
And it was, just to be there laughing, not thinking about anything else that needs to be done in the house or at work. But we need to get better with that
Yeah.
for me. Yeah.
Well, you don't have, you always can ask me for self-care. Hey, you need some
Like,
self-care?
hey, I need some self-care. Let's get some margaritas.
So, what is one piece of advice you would?
Me giving advice? No, just kidding.
Well, I'm going to ask you two questions. What is one piece of advice you would give to your younger self? And then, what is a piece of advice that you would give, and it might be the same answer, that you would give to people who are getting married now, who are looking for longevity in their relationships?
To my younger self, I would say not to take everything so seriously.
You take things seriously?
I know, because, you just think that, everything has to be done a certain way. So you're just trying everything, and a lot of things are not being seen, or, so just enjoy the moment instead of thinking, oh, well, next week or the future. That's a big thing. Like I said, I think too much all the time. And then sometimes, it weighs on me because I'm a worrywart all the time. And every time Glenn's like, it'll be okay. And he knew that about me. So then there was a point and he was like, listen, if you don't see me worried, then you don't have to worry. So that helped me out. But then when I see him worry, I'm like, oh gosh, now I have to worry. But that's just to enjoy the moment. As far as relationships now for anyone, I would just say communication. That is the biggest thing. I wish I would have learned that way earlier in our relationship. It would have helped out a lot. Just being open and honest in communication, saying what's on your mind, saying what you're feeling at all times, instead of keeping it inside. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, thank you for your time on the couch. We are done. Baby.
Ooh, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
No.
See, anybody
it's
is welcome
you,
to
it's
come
you,
to
it's
the
Allison.
So thank you for tuning in for this month's episode of Comfy Convo. Remember to catch me live every week where we disinfect. Just
See, now I have the queen.
it's the mimosa. It's while we dissect the previous week's episode. So thanks again, everybody. That's it. That's all. Go out and do something positive for your marriage today.
Bye.